Okay, welcome back to my stream, everyone. I am pre-debut VTuber Krisss with a K and 3 S's. Today is my VA stream. I am a voice actor as well as a pre-debut VTuber. So today I'm going to be looking at casting calls and choosing which ones I'm going to apply to. I was shortlisted for a couple of roles today, and I actually was selected for one of them, so that was really exciting. So today I'm going to be looking at more roles and deciding what I'm going to audition for this week, and yeah, we'll just see what the hell is out there. So, as per usual, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's get into it. So I'm going to take a drink of my drink. Today I have my Blue Powerade Zero, and then we'll get started in just a minute. Yum. Okie dokie. Cool. So as you'll see, I am on Twitter, and I already have done my search for casting calls, and we have one open here. Voice actors looking for a few roles for an upcoming project. Creepy Clinic. So let's take a look. Okay. Info in the link below. Where's the fucking link? Something went wrong. Try reloading. Okay, let's try reloading. Come on, internet, be my friend. Or maybe not. Here we go. Okay, yay. Oh, and it looks like it's a Google Doc. So let's open that in a new tab. Wow, this is taking a long time. Yep, it looks like my internet is being very slow at the moment. Okay, Creepy Clinic. Short form modern sci-fi comedy web series about a human doctor who runs a clinic for supernatural patients. Sounds cool. Audition, record 1 to 2 takes of each line for the character or characters you're auditioning for. Okay, so as per usual, for anyone who hasn't watched a similar kind of video to this, basically it's telling you how to submit your auditions. So you want to format it a certain way. So for this one, it tells you how to put your file in. So your name underscore the character name, and they want this in a WAV file. Do not slate your audition. Your name underscore the character name, and they want this in a WAV file. Do not slate your audition, which means don't tell them who you are or anything about yourself. Just do your lines. Think about yourself. Just do your lines. They want 1 to 2 takes. It doesn't say how they want the takes though. So I guess it's dealer's choice. I like to do it ABC style, which means you do all of the lines, and then if you want to do more lines, you repeat all the lines together rather than repeating the first line and then going to the second line and repeating them and then doing the next line and so forth. Okay. Decent microphone quality, no background noise, echo reverb, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they do want you to send a demo reel though. A lot of people don't have that. I actually just made my demo reel for the first time a few months ago, and I think it's pretty good. I like it, and it does show a good amount of my range. I do not have a website, and I do not have a resume for my voice acting. Discord is typically what I provide as far as like how to contact me. Preferred rate of pay, listed audition skills. Okay, well, let's take a look at the characters that they have here. I typically skip over most male coded characters because I don't do a lot of really good male voices. It just really kind of depends. Like this is mid-low masculine, so I probably wouldn't be very good at that. Professor Plutonium. See, like this is the type of voice that I would like to do for male characters. Otherwise, I generally do maybe a little bit of a growly type voice, but this is about as low as I'm able to get my voice with it sounding maybe realistic. Otherwise, I just kind of do um, lower female voices and kind of androgynous voices. I can do plenty of femme-coded voices. Let's see, Nurse Agnes Antonia. Agnes is the clinic's new intern. Ooh, mid-high femme, American accent. Usually sounds nervous or scared. Ooh, voice references. I love it when they give voice references because then I can go and listen to what their idea is. So I can try to see if it's something I can do or if it's something that I'm even interested in trying to match. So I might leave this up here for myself for later and see if it's something that I want to go ahead and listen to and try to submit some auditions for. Well, let's go ahead and keep looking here on Twitter and see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Out of curiosity, because I know there are tons of options, where do you guys look for calls besides Casting Call Club? Casting Call Club is my number one source. Since I got on Twitter specifically for VTubing, it's my like secondary source, but Casting Call Club is the number one place that I go to. Let's see. Let's see if they have any good recommendations on here. Yep, the timeline of the bird app. This person uses Backstage, but Backstage is kind of like pay for play, and I don't do those. It's just not worth it to me. Like, why would I pay for something that is only going to give me stuff if I pay to use it? I'm also on Voice Acting Club, at least like on their Discord, and that is where I learn about some jobs as well. But still mostly Casting Hall Club, and VAC does a lot of links to Casting Hall Club or to things like the casting call that we just saw, where it's Google Docs or like Google Forms and things like that. And this is for Queen of Hearts. We already saw that last week. Let's see. Casting call closes June 14th. Video Killers Project. That's a Google form. And as we saw last time, I don't like opening Google Forms on live because it typically auto-populates like your email address. And what it auto-populates isn't an email address that I use for like VTubing or anything. So I don't like to click on those um, while doing stuff like this. So I'm gonna see if it has anything on here. So let's see. Why are there two different forms? Are these two different projects? Black Brains. Okay. B is for skit. Okay, yeah, it looks like two different things. I'll open those, look at those later. But let's see. What other stuff is out here? Crush. I already have a tab open for that to look at, I think. No, I have that saved. That is something I'm going to look at though. No, I do have it open on my tabs as well. Never mind. And then, let's see. Vessel Saga. Sounds familiar. Okay. Mirage Noir. Casting call round 3. Deadline June 16th. That's not one of the things that I have open. Is it something that I have saved? Let's take a look. I don't have that on there. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. Come on, internet. Why do you have to fuck with me? Okay. I see a Google Doc. Is that the only thing? Looks like that's it. Okay. Open that in a new tab and I'll look at it later. Okay. Mortal Kombat 1 to 3 endings. Casting Call Club. Oh. Well, that one hadn't opened that up, so I guess I'll look at that after it loads later. Let's see. That one looks like it's some kind of Sims project. I'll probably skip that one. Mm. Population 0. CC2. Casting Call Club. Artists, writers, animators. I'm not any one of those. Okay. Oh, this one could be good. Hey, voice acting casting call. If you're a VA or VTuber with strong character work, this is for you. Casting for fast-paced D&D inspired comedy series focused on party dynamics and personality-driven humor. This is also a Google Doc. So I'll look at that later. Casting call for production roles. Nope, I'm not production. The Vice of Corpocracy. 2 male, 1 female for indie animated series. Adults only. Don't tell me it's gonna have me reload it again. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Oh, and it has a casting call club. Cool. So open that. Okay. And that actually gives me a ton of things to look at as far as casting call club. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. The vice of corpocracy. Let's see. Take a look at some of the requirements up here first. Okay. Brawler is a tough, serious guy. Low pitch, deep tone, so that's definitely not me. Vice is also a guy. Company of robots. I don't think I'm interested in that. So that's going to be a no for me. So let's move on to another one. Mortal Kombat, 1 to 3 endings. No AI used. Well, MP3s. Okay. Jenny Cage, Kano, Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero, Sonya. Yeah, I don't think I'm really interested in that either. Okay, Crush Crush. Okay. First character is Ling Ling. Okay. Lucky Kung Fu Master. Estranged daughter of an infamous crime lord. She feels duty bound to be a model citizen. She can be a little too stubborn and stern, but lightens up as she learns falling in love won't make her a sidekick in her own story, and the right person will never hold her back, but support her to be the best version of herself. She looks young and cutesy, but she would love her voice, but we would love her voice to be a bit deeper, like she's working hard to sound mature. Hmm. Yeah, I think probably not that character for me. Next is Clementine, an optimistic, cheerful, silly sweetheart with a particular love for fruit. Although she may not be the brightest, she makes up for it with her dazzling smile and kindness. Works hard to cheer people up, make sure no one around her ever feels upset, lonely, or embarrassed. Voice should be soft and sweet, with a small touch of Valley Girl vibes. Think Karen from Mean Girls or Melody from Josie and the Pussycats. In early levels of the script, this character is primarily trying to make the player feel better about making a mess of her fruits, but by the end of the script, this gentle and trusting soul falls in love with them. You never know what people might be going through. Like they might have sent a frowny face text. Like they might have sent a frowny face in a text when they meant to send a happy face. Eek! No one's ever been mad about getting to see some melons, or strawberries, or grapes. Fruit makes everyone happy. You're the cherry on top of my day. I love you. That's probably not Valley enough. Harriet. Harriet is a hairstylist. She's mature, well spoken, gentle, and loving, very feminine, and a great listener. Though she's sweet and soft at first glance, she's got a bit of an edge. Two, she's independent and unafraid of confrontation, remaining unruffled in the face of adversity. Ugh, I'm tired today. This would be a great time to get a sponsorship from Game Unruffled in the face of adversity. Ugh, I'm tired today. This would be a great time to get a sponsorship from Gamer Subs or something. Okay. She's quite confident and flirtatious, so her voice should be soft and sultry with a slower delivery. But she does have a silly side as well. So prepare some laughter and hair puns. Come here, sweetheart. I'm going to give you the best scalp massage of your life. Did you feel the spark just now? It's like there's this chemistry between us. Either that or my blow dryer is shorting out again. I have a beautiful collection of vintage scissors and shears, but lately I've been thinking about branching out into other types of blades. Okay, the truth is, I bought a sword. Do you want to see it? Raspberry. Sheriff Raspberry is a server at a tacky Wild West themed restaurant, and she takes her job very seriously. And by that, we really mean she is a silly, fun loving gal who leans into the shtick because it's hilarious. She's super confident yet terrible at flirting, but she's such an optimist that she doesn't really care. Because she puts on a Wild West sheriff persona at work, this role will require someone who can switch between a hand up southern accent and a normal girl voice that's more easygoing. Reach for the sky! You got until the count of 3. 1, 2. Was that believable? I've been working extra hard on my delivery ever since management wrote me up for lack of enthusiasm. Oh, hey! Shoot. I mean, howdy, partner. Table for 1? Or maybe 2. I'm off in 5. Thanks for always just running with whatever nonsense I come up with. It makes me feel really loved. Then again, pretty much everything you do makes me feel loved. Sam. Sam is the coolest nerd you'll ever meet. She's a maker, a cosplayer, and a dreamer with tons of big ideas and nowhere to put them all. She's outgoing, impulsive, excitable, and has a very easy breezy personality. She loves both sci fi and Western pop culture, so she has a fun space cowgirl slant. For her voice, we love her to speak in a lower register with a husky or slightly raspy quality, like Zoe Deschanel or Emma Stone. Say hello to Sam Swift, galactic gunslinger extraordinaire. Pew pew pew. Yeah, your blank face does it all. Stick 'em up. Now put 'em around me. Now don't let go. What were we talking about? Sorry. Sometimes my brain switches off and all I hear are dial-up noises. Okay. Gosh, there are a lot of characters available on this one. Oh, looks like not too much more left. Oh yeah, Sam and then just Eliza after that. Everyone else after that's taken. Oh, I tried for Zugora. I really liked that character. Okay, Eliza is a stage performer playing the lead in a new cabaret show, hardworking triple threat. Her main goal is to put on a great show and not let down the rest of her cast and crew. She has a sensitive artistic disposition with a fanciful and slightly stilted slash old-fashioned way of speaking. But underneath the persona is a girl who just wants to be a part of creating something special. She should sound feminine, expressive, and theatrical, with a soft and gentle energy. Think Satine from Moulin Rouge, Marilyn Monroe, or Audrey Hepburn. Let's see, Satine. Some assume I'm a diva because of how I look and speak, but I've never demanded a crystal bowl full of candy with all the red ones removed. Not once. I just eat around them. Lover, you're going to get me all excited before I get on stage. If I deliver my lines a little more breathlessly than usual, just know I'm not acting. That's all you. You know, I think a single rose from you means more to me than 100 bouquets tossed at my feet on the stage. But do please keep that between us. I'd hate for my audience to think me ungrateful. Yeah, probably not that last one, but a couple of these are fun. Let's see. Uh, that was just me scrolling through them. So what about this one? Dark Road Diaries. supernatural comedy audio fiction podcast. Closes on the 10th, so that's pretty soon. Doesn't say anything about requirements there. Not going for that or that one. Let's see. Mrs. Vellum. American, female senior. Recording secretary of St. Agatha's Perpetual Association for Boundary Maintenance and Posthumous Quiet Enjoyment. Precise, severe, unnervingly composed, Mrs. Vellum should sound like every complaint, citation, and vital notice in history has passed across her desk. She is not loud or theatrical. Her power comes from certainty. She treats supernatural terror as an administrative matter and human panic as a scheduling inconvenience, looking for a voice that is dry, crisp, authoritative, and quietly terrifying. Less witch and more HOA secretary with metaphysical enforcement powers. The St. Agatha's Perpetual Association for Boundary Maintenance and Posthumous Quiet Enjoyment. The board recognizes the withdrawal of ecclesiastical sponsorship from the property commonly known as St. Agatha's Cemetery. Vacancy creates opportunity. We dislike opportunity. Eh. Like, this sounds like a cool show, but I don't think I can do much with Mrs. Vellum, and there's not really much else here for me, so no thanks. Production reboot. The Kitten. From Wives to Wormholes, Episode 1. Okay. Don't see any requirements up there. And no, there's only 2 characters, neither of which are for me. Okay, enjoy the silence. Recurring role. Okay. Soundtrack composer is not me. Okay. Monique or Mo. This sounds familiar. Have I looked at this before? Yes, I have. I think I looked at this in my last one because I mentioned that this is transgender woman, and while I am trans, I am non-binary, and I typically will try to stay out of things that are not within one of my intersectional identities, which is why I wasn't going to be going for Mora, because she speaks Tagalog and is clearly not, of my persuasion. So that's something I will get out of. One Piece Dressrosa comedic review. VAs needed. Okie dokie. What do they have for requirements? Part 1 of a 2-part video. Scheduled to be released July 10th. Do not slate. 2 takes in ABC format. Discord. Be comfortable with mild cursing and yelling. Boa Hancock is probably one that I will go for. I've not heard Boa Hancock in English, though, because I've only watched One Piece in subs rather than dubs. So I know what she sounds like in the Japanese version. I'll probably listen to what she sounds like in English, unless I just want to try to do a deep feminine voice and see if they like it. Let's see. And there's just those 2 characters. I probably wouldn't go for her, Violet/Viola, because of the Spanish accent. I do speak some Spanish due to taking that in high school. But yeah. Like I said, with the last one, I'll probably stay away from that because, it's not within one of my intersectional identities. But I might try for Bo Hancock. The Purgatorians. I think I've talked about this before. It is one of the ones that I have on like my bookmarks. It's what I'm looking at, and I'm definitely going to see about auditioning if I haven't already started auditioning for it. Elena Stoneheart. This is a lot of background information. Late 20s to mid 30s, elegant British accent preferred. I'll accept American if nobody's suited for British accent. Yep, I think I even did this on my last stream, so I will take that out. Spiral Earth, episode 1. Okay. That's a dude. That's also a dude. That's a dude. And there's no other acting parts. Oh. Then, yeah, let's go back to... Thought I had another page open. Okay. I'll just go back up to the top and there we go. That didn't take nearly as much time to go through as I thought it would. Those ones were not great. Let's see. The Cosmos Paradox. Casting call for season 1. Science fiction audio drama. That one sounds interesting. I'll take a look at that. And yeah, when I do a casting call club, I generally just set it to English, and then sometimes I will have it look for things to exclude. Generally, Gacha, Minecraft, Roblox, stuff like that, and maybe Sims, because I don't really want to be doing stuff like that, especially the Minecraft ones, because usually they want it to be like a role play server thing rather than just like they have content that they want people to voice over. And it's like I'm not here to like put in tens or hundreds of hours of work into this. I just want to voice a project. I don't want to like have this be all of my spare time. Okay. The Station, You Are Listening podcast pilot. That one could be interesting. Teach Me to Be Real. That also could be interesting. Provisional tenure. Sure, I'll take a look at that. Looking for backup voice actors. Or I don't know what project this is. I will pass on that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at the projects that I already pulled up. Cosmos Paradox. Okay. Any requirements up here? No AI, that's great. Nope, this is just looking for writers and animators. That's definitely not me. The station, you're listening. Okay. Close. Oh, they're looking for Theo and an audio engineer. Is that it? Yeah. Oh my God. Why would you do this? I hate it when they do this and they just say something you think would fit. Like, I don't know your character. What would they say? What is the story? Like, what the fuck? Okay, next. Teach me to be real. And that one has no real parts either. Okay. Then, yeah, looks like we're just backed up to the beginning. Or that one was not valid, so let's keep looking. My dad made a song and got AI to sing it, looking for a real person to surprise him. Okay, yeah, let's definitely take a look at that. Okay. Hmm. Performance of a lifetime, student animated short. Looks like there's 2 male characters, so that's not going to be me. Tea Times podcast. Okay, not me. I'm outside of that age range. UMAR program is an audio drama about a trio of multiversal criminals being put on a team tasked to fix anomalies across the multiverse. It's a very comedic series all about playing off tropes and making references to existing media. If you like stories about assholes, queer representation, anti-establishment themes, well-placed references, okay, I'll take a look at that. Marginalia Echo Character Voice Test. Okay, maybe. Fan-made audiobook of the light novel series Days with My Stepsister. Don't know what that's about, but we'll take a look. Okay. Basically, my dad wrote a song about the trucking company he works for and got an AI to sing it. I want to convince him that using AI isn't the best route by getting real talent to sing it. It's only a minute long, so I won't take very long to record. It doesn't have to be perfect. Country, metal / rock. And needs to be male. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Oh gosh, come on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's playing on my speakers or in my headphones. Oof. Okay, definitely not for me. Yikes. Okay. UMAR program. Any requirements here? 16 plus. Let's The Skeleton Man. Probably not me. That's not me. Constance Layton. Could potentially be me. This character uses any pronouns by virtue of them coming from a dimension without gender or sexes. The voice actor should be trans in some way to reflect this. Okay. Agent 1+2. Generic agents of a multiversal prison. Be generic, clear, and authoritative, I guess. Scorch is also androgynous. Angry hedgehog based off of Scourge from Sonic, who gets knocked out immediately. Gravelly and angry voice, any gender for this role. Okay. Yeah. Probably not for me. Marginalia, Echo character voice test. Narrative first indie anthology video game. Central character. British, Irish, male, Welsh, Scottish. So that's definitely not for me. Days with My Stepsister audiobook. Fan-made audiobook of the light novel series Days with My Stepsister. Deadline is not final. Deadline is 6/22. Record ABC, ABC. Saki Ayase. Female lead of the series, Kimai Sekatsu. She is a second-year high school student, the stepdaughter of Taichi Asamura, the biological daughter of Akiko Ayase, and stepsister of Yuta Asamura. Okay, so they don't have any kinds of voice claims or suggestions on what these people should sound like. And I don't know anything about the story, so I'm probably going to pass on that. Okay. Well, looks like we found quite a few things to think about and look at this week. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today. So for those of you who have joined me, thank you for doing so. But that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you for joining my VA stream. As always, you can join me on Twitter or YouTube. You can also view my schedule on my Twitch page. For those of you who are viewing me after the fact, please feel free to view me on live anytime. I am streaming 4 times a week, and I do a lot of different stuff, including gameplay, reading manga, and Reddit stories. I hope to see you guys again later. Have a good day.